1 second.
Yeah. A warm welcome to the Keynoter Toastmaster Club. I am Sujit Reddy, Sergeant at Arms of this amazing event. The Toastmaster International is a worldwide non-profitable educational organization that empowers individuals become more effective communicators and leaders. It headquarters in Eaglewood, Colorado, United States. The organization members exceeds 357,000 in more than 16,600 clubs in 143 countries. I would like to begin stating the mission of the Toastmaster Club. I request all of you to keep your right hand on your chest and say in your mind. We provide a supportive, positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Some golden rules to be respected during the online meeting. All members must mute their audio at all the times unless instructed by TMOD or TTM or GE. Do not share your screen unless asked by the host. If you want to communicate, please use the chat function, which will be open for all of you to express your suggestions and ideas. You can use the reaction buttons to show your attitudes. Refrain yourself from the taking of 3 taboo topics: religion, sex, and politics. Kindly avoid moving, eating, drinking, which may distract the speaker. In case you need to move, please turn off your video before doing so. I would like to give the screen to energetic Toastmaster, President of this Keynoter Toastmaster Club. Let's give a round of applause for welcoming our energetic Toastmaster, Kanthi. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Arms. My dear Toastmasters, please give him a big round of applause for the wonderful opening. And good evening, my dear Keynoters, Toastmasters Club members and guests. And I cordially welcome you all for our meeting. And I officially announce our meeting number 79 as open. And for the benefit of members and guests, I would like to tell about Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization. I request the Zoom masters to give me the access or co-host, please.
Yeah, you can share your screen now.
Yeah, thank you so much. And Toastmasters is a non-profit organization, and it helps its members to communicate, increase their communication skills and leadership skills. As our Sergeant Arms told earlier also, it's more than 3,000 members in 149 countries and more than 15,800 clubs. And this is founded by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, and with his guidance and he focused to improve the public speaking skills of all the members all over the world. So he started in California, actually first in the YMCA. He started, and now we are more than nearly 16,000 clubs. And the tagline of Toastmasters International is where the leaders are made, and Toastmasters International created many leaders around the world. And in our Keynoters Toastmasters Club also, we started 3 years ago, and our first president was Sagupta, and then the next president was Toastmaster Varda, and last year Toastmaster Kalpana, and this year I am serving as a president. And we received the distinguished status in the first year, and the last 2 times we received president's distinguished club status. And I'm sure this time also we will achieve with the vibrant with our members the educational awards and all their leadership skills. And in the Toastmasters club around the world, we are following the Pathways program. That is around 11 paths are there, like you can see in the screen: dynamic leadership, effective coaching, until the visionary communication. There is a 5 levels, and after you complete each level, you will receive the awards. And after completion of that level also, you will receive the completion of that certificate also. And to achieve the Distinguished Toastmasters Award, you need to complete at least 2 paths in the pathways programs. And there are currently some of our members are serving in district level. Toastmaster Kalpana is an area director, and Toastmaster Varada also. And our area 57 director is Toastmaster Rupa, and our division F director is Toastmaster Sudhir. And Toastmaster DTM Deepa is our club growth director, and DTM Dinesh is our past division F director. And now I am happy to see a lot of new faces in our club. I request to introduce yourself. We will start with our general evaluator, Toastmaster Gail. Please give your introduction to our members.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Gail, as is written on my profile. I'm the president of St. Francis Assisi Toastmasters Club for the current year. I've been in Toastmasters for a little more than 2 years and was the club secretary last year, and happy to be the general evaluator today for this Keynoters. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gail. And Toastmaster Sandhya ma'am, could you give me?
Hi, good evening to all. I'm Sandhya Sundar from Pulvendar, Tamil Kingdom. I'm VP membership. I'm very happy to see you all. Today my role is a grammarian role. I'm happy to do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And Toastmaster Balamurugan, Dhanushkodi, sir, please give your introduction.
Good evening, all. My name is Balamurugan. I am from Kuwait, and currently I have 5 clubs membership, and including the Amiraham Tamil Sangam membership also. So, on the invitation of our president, Toastmaster Gandhi, I came here as evaluator too. Thank you for the opportunity. Back to you, President.
Thank you, sir. And Toastmaster Rija. I think she is busy. And Toastmaster Sindhu ma'am. Yes. Over to you.
Yes. Good evening. I'm Rija, just a new member of Toastmasters Sharjah, and I'm here today to be an evaluator. So wish you all the best. All the best to everybody. Let's all have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. And Toastmaster Sindhu.
Good evening to all the members and guests of Keynoters Club. Once again, I'm here with you in this meeting as per the invite of Toastmaster Kanthi, the president of this club. I got an opportunity to be with you all in the meeting. I'm ready to enjoy. I have not taken any role this time, but I'm here to enjoy the meeting. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. And I would like to acknowledge the presence of our in the district officers, DTM Ajita, our division B director, and area director Toastmaster Kalpana, and area director Toastmaster Sindhu, and the future area directors also. Do you need the introduction of DTM Ajita? Okay, as a protocol, we will ask.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gandhi. Indeed, it's my pleasure to be a part of this meeting. Like last time I was here for the celebration, Onam celebration, now I'm here for the Christmas celebration. So I'm really happy to be a part of today's meeting, and looking forward to have a celebration. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, our Division B Director. We are blessed to have you here. And my dear Toastmasters and guests, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So I will continue with our address, and this is our DCP points. So last week, 5 of our members attended club officers training. And thanks to all the division directors, including Division B Director DTM Ajida and our division director Toastmaster Sudhir. And we got 4 points as on today. And thanks to level 1 and level 2 was completed by Toastmaster Tilakam, and level 4 was completed by Toastmaster Kalpana, and others are in progress, and surely we will get 10 out of 10 DCP as soon as possible. Now I would like to invite Toastmaster of the day, that is none other than yours truly. Today we will go to the theme. I took the theme 1729. Anyone knows what is what is in your mind if I share the number 1729 number? You can unmute and you may.
So 1729 is a Ramanujan's number. It is a famous number, and one time mathematician Ramanujan was in his bed. He was sick, and he was in a hospital, and the great mathematician, he was also genius. That genius mathematician found Ramanujan's genius. So his name is D.H. Hardy. He is going to meet him. He was sitting in a cab. That cab number is 1729. But even though this mathematician was a great mathematician, he was familiar with numbers. He was a number theory specialist, and he had confusion. So when he was meeting Ramanujan, he was telling, so I came in a taxi. The taxi has a peculiar number. I don't understand anything. So Ramanujan, in a fraction of a second, he gave a reply. This number is a very, very special number, and this is the smallest possible number which can be cubed in 2 ways. One is 1 cube plus 12 cube. 1 cube is 1, 12 cube is 1728, and another one is 10 cube plus 9 cube. So if you add together, you will get 1729. So this is a peculiar number. So more than this, you cannot find any other number in this form. For example, if you study Pythagoras theorem, you can say that for example, 4 square plus 3 square equal to 16 plus 9, 25. It can be expressed as 5 square. But beyond the cubic level, we cannot find any other number. That is a big thing. So that is a peculiarity of this number. Okay, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. There is one correction, another number also there, that is called a taxi cab number 4104. But this is the smallest number in this combination. There is a taxi cab number 4104.
Number?
Yeah, 4104.
How?
Sir. Yeah, I will give in after the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. And just I will go. Thanks to Toastmaster Balamurugan. Please give him a round of applause for the detailed description. Thank you, our mathematics professor, Toastmaster Balamurugan. Now I will go with that one. What he said, that's right. That is the taxi cab number. That is where the Hardy, that is another one professor came to visit Ramanujam, and he was sick, and in the London, actually it was in the London. And when they met, and he told there's a dull number, I traveled in that cab, and Ramanujam after some time, he told there is a very interesting number. It is a smallest number. You can express in a different way. That is like in the positive cube. They are saying that smallest number expressed in the 2 positive cubes, because another one number is also there in the negative cube. So there is a description is mentioned as positive cube. There is 1 cube and a 12 cube. If you have the calculator, you can add also. And another one interesting in this number, could you add 1, 7 and 2, 9? Could you add 1 plus 7 plus 2 plus 9? So who is saying the first? You can use the chat box. 19. Yeah, who told that one?
Timer, of course.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks, Varun. 19, and anyone can reverse that 19. If you reverse the 19 number, what the number will come? Yes, fantastic. DK adding 91. So could you multiply 19 and 91? Can you multiply and tell what's the number 19 and 91? 19 and 1 in multiply with 91.
1729.
Yes, the same number will come. That is again that Ramanujam number. That is a beauty in that one. So I will just share that one. Yeah. If you add 1729, 19, 19 into 91, again it will come 91. Yeah, thanks for the ringtone. Beautiful ringtone here. And we will go with the agenda, and some more interesting in that number also. I will come with that one. So before I would like to go with the agenda, let's introduce our word master of the day. And she's a yoga master, and she will make you stretch not only in the physical, but with she will make your brain also. She will give the stretch to your brain also. Let's welcome our word master of the day, Toastmaster Sangeeta. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Anna. Thanks to all, and good evening, all Toastmaster guests and members. So today word is, let's think for a few seconds. What could be? Good. Curtail. Reduce, impose, or a restriction on. So Anna, may I share my screen also if possible? I add few things in that. Thank you. Curtail. Reducing extent or quantity imposed or restriction on. And some common synonyms of curtail are abbreviate, abridge, retrench, and shorten. For example, the new reducing TM time will curtail speaker's time. We must try to curtail our spending. And now these holidays are going on for the children. I don't want to curtail my children freedom in winter holidays. So any volunteer for that?
Toastmaster Sangeeta, I just wanted to clear this doubt. Is it curtail or curtail? Is it, the word is curtail or curtail? On the screen right now, the word is shown as curtail.
Actually, voice is cracking, Mama. I cannot hear.
I think it's a spelling error.
Oh, okay.
The body of it is curtail.
Yes. So the spelling is curtail, right?
Very good. Actually, I'm so sorry to all of you. This time voice is cracking, so I cannot hear you. I hope you are able to hear me.
Yes, it is curtail.
Okay. So the meaning is the same. Reduce in extent.
Spelling error.
Spelling is the thing. Okay. So I have posted in the chat. Word is curtail. Okay. We should not curtail ourselves to anything. Yeah. You're audible.
Okay.
I'm trying to make
sorry, Anna, it's over to you. Can you continue with this? Because I'm not able to hear. There's some voice problem. So over to you, Anna. You can continue with that as a behalf of me as a volunteer. You can ask to others. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, I will join from other device. So thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. So we should not curtail our good deeds in making others happy. So my job is over. I'm giving the screen back to Toastmaster of the day so that he can initiate someone else to use this word. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalpana, and I request otherwise I will ask everyone. Please come forward to use the word curtail. Yes, Toastmaster Gail.
Due to the COVID, a lot of our what do you say? Due to COVID, lot of our moving around has been curtailed.
Thank you. And Toastmaster Balamurugan. Please use the word curtail.
Today, I have to curtail my meeting because I have other commitment. So as soon as my evaluation is over, I have to curtail my meeting here. I have to attend another meeting. I am taking part as a telecounter. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, thank you so much for your information. But unfortunately, I saw the chat box. Toastmaster Farhat wants to give her speech as a last speaker. Thank you so much. And Toastmaster Rija, could you use the sentence?
Yes, yes, sir. We should not curtail the freedom of anyone.
Thank you, thank you. And yeah, Toastmaster Balamurugan, I understand you are doing tally counter role. Toastmaster Rija's speaker, Toastmaster Swati didn't arrive because there is a rain in Malaysia. So if you want, shall I give your evaluation role to Toastmaster Rija with your permission?
No, sir. No, sir. Let them continue.
Okay, thank
No
you.
problem.
Okay, thank you. And Toastmaster Sandhya, ma'am, please use the word curtail.
We should maintain a habit of curtailing using unnecessary words which hurt others. That will give happiness to others. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And Toastmaster Sindhu ma'am, are you there? Toastmaster Sujit. Okay, yes, welcome back, our webmaster. So let's go with our agenda now. Now I will go one more, this one I will share about the one number 1729. That is 1729. If you multiply with 13 and 17 and 19, you will get 1729. And do you find any that is any about
this is 13 into 7.
Yes, sorry, you are right, so 13 into 7 into 9. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will correct this one. Yes, 13 into 7 into 19. These are the prime numbers. So it is another one beautiful thing in that Ramanujan's number. Welcome, distinguished Toastmaster Jais. And we will go with our agenda. That's our counter. Still, he didn't come. So Toastmaster Rija, could you take the counter's role? Yes. Just count the accounts only. You can see I will use a lot of us, so you can observe. You will know about that role. And there is a changes in the agenda. The timer is there, Toastmaster Varun, and he's doing Zoom master role also. And Webmaster is Toastmaster Sankita, and our accounter will be our Toastmaster Rija, and our grammarian will be our Toastmaster Sandhya. And we have 3 speakers today, and Toastmaster Swati didn't turn up, and as well as other agenda as per in the agenda. So now I request our grammarian Toastmaster Sandhya ma'am to describe your role, please, to our members.
Good evening. Majorly, I will be watching all the speeches and the way the meeting is going on, the way things were presented, and as far as possible, how many errors we can avoid. And the best of the best, I would like to share at the end of the meeting as a report. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandhya ma'am. And now I request our timer, Toastmaster Varun, to introduce about your role and timing signals. Over to you, Toastmaster Varun.
Hello, everyone. I am the timer for today's meeting. I will be timing all your speeches. For project speeches, it will vary depending on the type of speech. For a normal project speech, it's 5 to 7 minutes. The 5 minutes will be at green, the 6 minutes will be at yellow, and the 7 minutes will be at red. And the extra 30 seconds will be there for you to finish your speech. If you exceed the 30 seconds, you'll be disqualified. And for other speeches, it will be 10 to 12 minutes, 10 minutes at green, 11 minutes at yellow, and 12 minutes at red with an extra 30 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Varun, and he's doing Zoom Master role also. And please give him a round of applause. And now we are in very important session. That is a project speeches, prepared project speeches. And I'm sure all the speakers are here, are coming with well prepared manner. And we have 3 fantastic speakers today. And I'm sure we all are going to enjoy their speeches and we will get a lot of wisdom today. So our first speaker is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Anison, who is our new member and joined from Malaysia. And to evaluate Toastmaster Annie, we have our evaluator Toastmaster Sankita. Toastmaster Sankita, could you read her objectives, please?
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you. The purpose of this speech, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn basic structure of public speech. Thank you. Thanks to all, and my best wishes with you. And just continue.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sankita. And yeah, our distinguished Toastmaster Annie, she's our new member, and she's the member of many clubs, including Tau Toastmasters Club and another one Chinese club. I don't know how to spell the name, and let her spell, I hope so, in her icebreaker speech. So please welcome our first speaker, who is going to break the ice. Distinguished Toastmaster Anison, over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. Am I audible? Can you hear me clear and loud? Thank you. Hi, let me introduce myself, getting to know me. My name is Annie, and Annie means full of grace. And I have a Chinese name because I am a pure Chinese, even though most people from Philippines, most people from Indonesia or even Korean thinks that I am either Korean, I am a Filipino, or my own country, a Sino-Kadazan, meaning to say I'm from a native. But I'm not, I'm pure 100% Chinese, authentic. And my Chinese name is San Lip Ken. San is my surname, meaning it's my father's name, surname, and my surname will be San. And Lip Ken would be our Chinese name. Lip Ken means a little bird who can sing so well. And by the way, my profession, I am a professional singer and I teach vocal and piano at the same time. So in the family, I'm the youngest among all my lecturers, I call them. I have 3 older brothers and 3 older sisters. Of course, I have my mom and dad. And my dad is 94 years old this year. My mom is 16 years younger than my father. And we are truly blessed by these wonderful gifts that God has given us. And I treasure them really, really much, really a lot in that sense, privilege. So having said that, let me just introduce myself. I grew up from parents that are not educated, and English is not my first language. In Malaysia, English is our second language. And I grew up from a Malay school, from kindergarten to primary, secondary, and then right up to A-levels, I have to catch up with English. And then my parents, being not educated, they decided through hardship and labors, they sent all the children overseas to study. And being the youngest, of course, you can imagine, I'm probably most likely the laziest person at home, thinking being the youngest is okay. If I felt, I will still go overseas and study, which I regretted very much during those times. So as I went to UK and I've learned about life, but I learned about my music, I learned about singing, and still there's a lot of things I need to learn. So when I finished my education, I further another couple of years working in London. And then once I've decided, because my father prayed for me, please come home and be with us. Eventually I am home rooted. So during those years in year 2000, I was searching for something more valuable, something that I could learn, because time and tide wait for no man. So I met Toastmasters members who have invited me to perform, but it doesn't sink in. And I knew that I have quite a bad garden in my life. So when I started searching and started to attend Toastmasters in year 2012, I remember vividly at Valentine's Day, and I received a rose. And that caused me to join Toastmasters. There's a long story that will be part 2. And since I started Toastmasters, I'm so glad I found myself, but I'm still learning. There's so much to learn, even though I have my degree or I have my master degree, I still feel that I'm lacking in so many areas. But by the way, let me share my secret with you. I am a past president of Tower Toastmasters in year 2015 to 2016, and I'm also a past area director. At that time, we have not split into another area as the area director for District 87, and we call that K1. And now we are calling that O1. During those 2 terms, I managed to get a President Distinguished Awards for my presidentship, but not for area, because I felt that this is also another part 2 story in the near future, why I did not plan or charter a club here in Tawau. And then in year 2018, I managed to complete all the things that I need to do, and I've got my Distinguished Toastmasters Award. That is in August 2018. Basically, I'm nothing. I just learned about speech, choreographing, everything that I need, and I'm still learning it. Even though I have won champion for my club level, area level, division level, but not to the district level. I managed to try the stage, but unfortunately, I didn't manage to get any trophy home with me. But that is the beginning of my journey. And in the near future, who knows, hopefully I'm able to achieve that goal through this club, through my Chinese club. And really, this is not to blow my own trumpet, but this is really something that I've learned to encourage everyone. Everything starts from you, from me, and it's a decision that we have to make. No dilly-dally, but we need to just reinforce it and make a point. Yes, Toastmasters is everything. Okay, that's my speech, and back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Distinguished Toastmaster Annie. I request all the members to give a standing ovation for her beautiful dice breaker. Toastmaster DTM Annie, could you open your video, please? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. And now we know that your background is in a music family, and also you are teaching music. So I request you to give one Christmas song for us.
Oh, sure, no problem. Let me see. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like okay, I've forgotten the lyrics. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much. I request Zoom Master to unpin you or spotlight. Please remove the spotlight. Thank you so much. And I request everyone to give her a feedback with a span of 1 minute to personal chat to DTM Annie. Timer, please notify me after 59 seconds. Thank you, timer. And DTM Annie, and you remind me to announce one statement also with your speech. Our next club contest will be on the next meeting. Evaluation and humorous contest will be there. I request all the members to participate in that club contest. And do you know who will be our chief judge for that meeting? Any guess? You can use the chat box. That is none other than our area director and Toastmaster Kalpana. She will be our chief judge for the next humorous and evaluation contest. And happy to see all the wishes in the chat box for the icebreaker speech. And next we will go to the next speech. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Kalpana, who is currently serving as an area director. And to evaluate, she is going to give her level 5 completion speech. To evaluate Toastmaster Kalpana, we have Division B director, and very you can see the smile always in her face. Let's welcome our distinguished Toastmaster Ajita Sivam to give the objectives of Toastmaster Kalpana. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Gandhi. It is likely the culmination of her entire path. The purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her growth during the completion of a path. And the timing is 10 to 12 minutes. Best of luck.
Thank you, DTM Jita ma'am, and all the best, our speaker, Toastmaster Kalpana. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. I don't need the timer to be spotlighted. Zoom Master, can you please remove the timer slot? You can spotlight me, but remove the timer. I have a presentation to be shared.
Yeah, please share.
Yeah, please remove yourself from the spotlight and spotlight me. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'll share my screen. Hope you all can see the screen. You can give me a thumbs up. Okay. So I have kept in the gallery view so that I can see all of you and also the timer. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you have come. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Here, I am presenting my final speech, the reflect on my path. I'm going to look back what I did in this particular path, presentation mastery, which I took it at the beginning of this year. As every path would show, this will be the first screen that you can see in the level 1. Each and every path has 5 levels. As our Toastmaster of the day, the President Toastmaster Kanthi explained at the beginning of this meeting, every path has 5 levels. And in the first level, as everybody would expect, the icebreaker, like our Toastmaster DTM Annie did the icebreaker today, every level 1 will have an icebreaker, which will be the breaking of the ice, which means your inner self will be like a frozen piece of less confidence. It will be there. You will be having a lot of hesitation. You may not be able to focus. All those things will be there. Like a, sorry, you can hear me? Okay. So the inner, your conscious, you will be locked inside like a frozen ice. You may not be able to focus. You may not be able to concentrate, or you may be having a lot of hesitation, curtailing yourself to speak better. This kind of feeling you will be having with less confidence before you give your icebreaker speech. That's why it is called breaking the ice. Take that one step and don't curtail yourself. Bring that your courage, confidence to present your icebreaker speech and present it. Once you do the icebreaker speech, you can have a wing, big, beautiful wings to fly for the next upcoming speeches. So the next one will be the evaluation feedback, where it has 3 sections: evaluation feedback first speech, evaluation feedback second speech, and then the evaluation of the speaker itself. Each and every speech, you can choose your choice of title. You can express and entertain, persuade, motivate members, and you can also give a humorous speech to entertain others. You can choose your choice, but you have to keep engaging the audience, captivating them. How you can motivate others? You have to hook the audience with your power of words. Then comes the research and presentation. Here, I have chosen a topic called oxidane, the best quencher. Oxidane is the other name for water, where this water, value of water, is explained with my own personal story. I explained it with some research data to the members, and my audience felt at the end of my speech thrilled, and they also got the value of water. One person from the audience, they gave me a feedback. Madam, I understood the value of water today. Now I will save each and every drop of water. That kind of an impact I got when I delivered this speech. After completing the level 1, I'll be getting a certificate to make myself happy and motivated to move towards the next one. Every one of you will get these type of certificates. So don't curtail yourself from giving your best as a speech. Then moving on to the level 2 speech in the presentation mastery, I gave a speech understanding your communication style, that project which holds different types of communication styles. I understood different types of communication style. I understood my style. I delivered what type of style I belong to, and I understood what are the different types of styles my family members adopted. And now I could handle my husband and my children with lots of awareness about their style of communication. Thereby, I don't have to curtail myself in expressing my emotions. I can handle them with ease and care, with the understanding of my communication style. And the effective body language, which is the next project, which you can easily understand others. Say, for example, if somebody is having the hand like this, in the audience, I can see some of you uh, holding like this, holding like this, which means you are not much interested in the topic that I'm giving right now. If I have to make you all happy, what I should do? Some kind of a humorous talk in between, I have to put it. So all of you have a big smile and enjoy. And in the end, you can give me all the comments with which I can improve my speech. Then the next one comes introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. Here, I learned how I can be a better mentor, how my mentee will be, and I will be able to handle my mentees with lots of understanding and awareness, because every one of us are unique. Whatever potential I have, the same may not be there in my mentee as well, or in my mentor. We are all unique, we are all different. So I have to understand the person of my mentee and mentor in their shoes, where I understood how I can be a better mentor, how I can be a better mentee. The beautiful relationship I explained with M and M, the topic speech title. What is that M and M? Everybody was hooked with my speech. Everybody was thinking that it's the chocolate M&M that I was talking about. But I said, M&M is not the chocolate. I'm talking about the malleably mentoring, which means mentoring can be malleable. It can be shaped. A mentor and a mentee can shape and make empowered. So that culminates the level 2. Then comes level 3, where I gave a speech on persuasive speaking. I persuaded the audience with the topic, the 2 C's of life, as a mystery speaker in somewhere in contest in Kuwait. I was invited for a contest and I went there as a mystery speaker. Coming out of your zone, without curtailing myself, I came out of my cocoon. I went to Kuwait and I gave my speech as a mystery speaker. There, I said to the audience, the 2 C's of life that you have to look into to improve your life. What are the 2 C's? I asked the audience. Everybody were posting in the chat box. And I felt that I can motivate and make them aware of the 2 C's. Would you like to know what are the 2 C's? Okay, you're all spellbounded by my speech. Let me tell you, the 2 C's are comparison. If you compare, you are not going to win. Instead, you have to be compassionate. So these are the 2 C's, one positive and the other one is the other counterpart, negative, which we need to understand and move ahead. Elective projects are always interesting to do something great. These are the elective projects that I got it as a choice that I can choose with. I did deliver social speech, which will be like a 3-minute speech that you need to give in making someone, awarding someone award and give their positive aspects of the person. And the other thing I did was inspired your audience. I talked about the awareness of autism in this particular speech and made the audience aware and inspired them to take that step to respect the autistic children, the special children, the gifted children. And it's not a disability, it is just a different ability. So I can make the audience understand that autism is not a different person, it's not a special thing, it's a different ability that we need to look into and respect them on par with the other. Then comes the level 4, where I was given a project to manage the difficult audience. I did this, but I couldn't do it well. I failed to do it in my best potential. The evaluator said, "You didn't do it well. Probably you need to repeat this project." I didn't give up. I gave the different speech. I made the speech little better according to the recommendation given by my evaluator. And I applied that concept into another club, and I gave my speech. And I managed the difficult audience, which means many members, they raised questions when I was delivering the speech. They were not calm and composed like you wonderful members. They were raising questions. "Madam, you tell me this one. What is the meaning of this?" They were raising questions and interrupting me, but still I could answer them with lots of understanding, and I gave them the reply. And again, the elective project in which I did manage online meetings, how I can manage effectively the online meeting. Finally comes the level 5, where I have to speak professionally, prepare to speak professionally. I was given a chance in an NLP, the Neuro Linguistic program. I am also a coach there. So I was given a chance to present. I came out of Toastmasters. I could deliver a speech, a 30-minute speech in front of everyone, which was a total strange atmosphere. And I did it with lots of applauses to me. I felt that I was in the peak of the mountain, that I could give a speech professionally. And I was very happy about it. And I did the elective high performance leadership in conducting a debate contest in Dubai Tamil Malayalam Toastmasters Club. I could arrange all the role players, and I did my part effectively, being the HPL project manager. So thank you so much for listening to me. I'm sure you all can look back into your part as well after finishing it. Thank you for listening to me. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster timer. Could you remove the red signal, please?
We are missing one more speaker.
Yeah, please remove the red signal.
I completed the speech long back. Timer, please don't overshoot my time.
Sorry, it's okay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kalpana ma'am, for completing the path. And I request all the members to give a standing ovation for completing her path. And I hope you will give the icebreaker speech in the upcoming meeting in Keynoters. We would like to hear a lot from you too. Thank you so much. And
I already started another path, the dynamic leadership, and I completed icebreaker speech and couple of projects as well. So
congratulations. Timer, could you give me co-host also, and could you unpin? I know you love your mom, plus, but please unmute, unpin her. She completed her speech. Thank you so much. And our next speaker is ready. Could you open your cam, Toastmaster Farhad? And in meantime, I will go with the theme. Yeah, a few minutes, please. And do you know the birthday of our mathematician, great mathematician, Ramanujam? Anyone know? Please unmute and say.
It is tomorrow.
Yes, fantastic. That is 22nd December is his birthday. That is 134th birthday. And this is his magical square. If you see the first, could anyone read the first row? Could anyone read the first row? Please unmute and read the first.
His birth date.
Yes.
2012 to 1887 is his birth date.
Yes, you are right. That is 22nd December 1887. So he made the magical square 22/12/1887. And if you add in the row or column, you will get 139. And if you go to the diagonal also, you will get 139. Yeah, and if you take any square, if you, for example, that R1, R2, R1, C1 and R2, C2, that is 22 plus 12, 88 plus 17, you will get 139. And if you go to the any circle, and if you see the middle circle, middle cube also, you will get 17 plus 9 plus 24 plus 89. We will get 139. This is called Ramanujan's mathematical squares. Sum of number of any column and a diagonal element and any square. And if you see the in the 12 and 18 in the first row, and in the downside 86 and 23, that also will come 139. And same thing here, 88 plus 10 and 25 plus 16 also will come 139. So let's go to our third speaker. Yeah, she is ready. Our third speaker of today's evening is Toastmaster Farhat. To evaluate Toastmaster Farhat, we have the Toastmaster all the way from Kuwait, Toastmaster Balamurugan. Please give her objectives. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, our speaker, Toastmaster Fahad, is going to deliver her level 3, level 1, project 3, research and presentation, under the title Fishing. The purpose of the speech is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well organized and well researched speech on any topic. All the best to you. Okay, back to you, TMOD.
A very good evening to one and all. This is Farhad and I'm going to speak about fishing. So you all can raise your hand or unmute and respond to me and ask few questions. So how many of you are aware about the direct link?
Toastmaster Farhat, we lost your communication.
Yeah.
Could you respond?
Nobody can see her, right?
Yeah. Okay, no problem. And I forgot to miss that one. I request everyone to give feedback to Toastmaster Kalpana. Please take 1 minute from here. And timer, please notify me after 59 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Kanthi.
Thank you so much, timer. Since we lost our third speaker, we will go with our next session. And when she arrives, we will continue with her speech. And our next session is none other than very exciting segment that is a table topics contest. And before that, I request that timer after the third speaker, if you want to give a timer's report for the first two speakers.
Yeah, I can give it now.
Okay, please give.
Toastmaster Annie Thyssen, 6 minutes 19 seconds, and Toastmaster Kalpana 12 minutes 24 seconds. Both are qualified.
Yeah, thank you, our timer Toastmaster Varun. Yes, Annie Sen, that is T is silent because Annie also silent now. Then we will go to the next segment.
Ready to launch the poll.
No, please wait, because our third speaker will give a speech. So after her speech, we will give a polling. Thank you. And our next segment is table topics segment. To conduct that table topics segment, we have the one of the fantastic Toastmaster, and he is our coach also. A very charming and smiling personality, and you can learn a lot of you can get a lot of knowledge from his question, and really I wondered a lot of time about his wisdom. And today, definitely, I am sure we all will get more knowledge in this session. Please put your hands together to welcome our table topics master of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Jayesh. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Kanthi. One chocolate for you, because you have fantastically introduced me, and I had not given them this speech, the introduction. Fantastic. Okay. I know this theme is all about number, so there definitely we will be having one or two or three topics on some number. But first, I will tell you about the table topics. I am sure that you all are. You all do know what is table topic. It is all about practicing our impromptu speaking skills. You have to speak on the topic that is given to you between 1 minute to 2 minutes, right? After 2 minutes, you will have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech, and in order to qualify. So anything between 1 minute to 2 minutes, 30 seconds qualifies for the voting. So the first speaker or the first with this, let me go for some volunteer. Anyone, because we have hardly 13, 14 members. I'll be having around, sorry?
I will answer the first question.
Okay, and that is because is it Bala Murugan?
Yes.
Lovely.
Give me numbers.
Good. Okay, you want it on number?
Yes.
Okay. I'll not give you the number. I will just give you a small quote. Age is just a number. Age is just a number. Your take, please.
Yeah, thank you, table topic master. Age is small, just a number only. That is true, especially after reaching Toastmaster. I just learned it. Previously, I had that misconception. What was the misconception was that, okay, if you are want to learn anything, you should learn at no younger age. That was the misconception. In Tamil, people used to say that ஐந்தில் வளையாதது ஐம்பதில் வளையாது. So that means if you are not able to learn in 5, you cannot learn in age 50. But that is not truth. So after this thing, meeting all the Toastmasters, all the enthusiast Toastmasters, and even 60, 70 also, I see a lot of Toastmasters. They take a lot of passion. They spend a lot of time on just learning new things. And when I'm comparing all the things, I stand with the statement that age is small, just a number only. See, where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, so if you have a willpower to do something, age is just a small, just a number only, and there is no thinking about what it is called, that you get away with this misconception of you should learn everything at no younger age only. If there is a good will, and definitely you can learn something later also, at any age also. Only thing, you should be health wise, if you are competent, age is just a number only, and that's all. Back to you.
Fantastic, Toastmaster Bala Murugan. I have a takeaway today. I am now aging, but I think you have motivated me that the things that I have not learned during 5 years or 15 years, there is enough time, enough scope, enough opportunity, and enough possibilities for me to learn. Fantastic. Thank you, Toastmaster Bala Murugan. So now I want someone else to volunteer, please. And we don't have volunteers, so who can I?
Toastmaster Sandhya is ready, sir.
Fantastic. Toastmaster Sandhya Sundar.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Now, let me borrow a line from one of the previous speaker. If you look back, tell us how far you have come. If you look back your life's journey, tell us how far you have come. Toastmaster Sandhya Sundar.
Thank you very much for this wonderful phrase. I'm actually writing it as a grammarian to just share with all of you. Yeah, it's really a splendid experience when you look back and see what is that you have gained or lost. I don't mind looking back. I never fear for looking back. I think that is the best thing I have achieved in my life, that there is no hesitation. It's full of nice, beautiful experiences, and let it be positive or negative. I take it in that stride and accept life as it is. I'm really happy when I see my childhood and when I experience my childhood, when even at this age, I really look back to my siblings, how they react when I came back from my grandmother's place to my place. They were eagerly looking at me and enjoying it, that moment. And my elder sister saying that when she was looking at me as a baby, these sort of experiences are really splendid. Going back to your school days, college days, even at your workplace, there are so many learnings. Oh God, it's like you have achieved many things which you may not call it or name it or label it, but it's a splendid experience, full of memories, happiness. And I have pets. I had pets, and they are my real friends. Now I look at those photos, I really enjoy it. That's all. What else you want me to say about looking back? Having a wonderful life, husband and child, it's more than enough. Of course, we expect a lot, and expectations are unlimited. These things always curtail your happiness, but that is not life. Just enjoy life as it comes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandhya Sundar. बहुत सुंदर रीत से आपने व्यक्त किए आपके विचार. Okay. So now who can be my next speaker? Anyone can do, even if you have done the speeches, or if you are going to do the evaluations, or you are a TMOD, or you are president, or you are a general evaluator, anyone can do. I think I have a speaker, Annie. Fantastic. Okay. Annie, you have been a wonderful speaker. I listened to your speech, and I am sure you are going to do fantastic justice to this. You have to be odd. You have to be odd to be number one. You have to be odd to be number one. Toastmaster Annie.
Strangely, when it comes to singing, you have to look ugly in order to sing well. What do I mean by that? If you want to be able to sing like Whitney Houston or any famous singer, you have to open your mouth wide enough, and you look so different, and you're the odd person on the stage. And the same thing, we have to be odd to be the odd person in order to be number one. Meaning to say, there's a lot of things that we are going to do is going to be against the way people look at it. So meaning to say, we need to be daring, to be bold, to be different from other people. Most of the people that have been successful in achieving their goals are those people who have different mindset from the society. That's why they have this success. People like Oprah, people like Winston Churchill, people like even Obama, someone who has a distinctive ideas or thinking or thoughts in them, which makes them odd, makes them different. And that's why they can achieve to be number one in their life. Otherwise, we can never achieve anything. If we try to please everyone and try to be like everyone, definitely we cannot go further. That's why if you want to sing well, be the odd person, be the one that looks ugly, and be the one who people think you are so weird. Because in that weird, in you, you be the star. Back to you.
Wonderful. Number one, after all, is a odd number in itself. Fantastic. So I have two more. So who is volunteering?
Toastmaster Sujit, sir. Sujit raised his Toastmaster Sujit. Toastmaster Sujit.
Okay. Yeah, SAS Toastmaster Sujit Reddy. Fantastic. Okay, Toastmaster Sujit, tell us about the time. Tell us about the time when you compared yourself with others. Tell us about the time when you compared yourself with others. Toastmaster Sujit.
Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. When I was from the childhood onwards, I'm the fifth in the class. I am the fifth student or sixth student. Unfortunately, it is not from the first. It is from the back. Even though, if I want to compare, I see my backside. I will compare with my friends, which I feel better. If I see in the right direction, if I comparing the first child in the class, who always comes all the 100% at all the subjects, I feel very bad. It's just a in my knowledge, it's just a perception of the pupils to compare with others. So we are all came from we are all unique, and each and individual person have different skills, which you are not looking into your own skills. You are not recognizing your own skills. Better to work on that area rather than comparing with others' lives and other academic achievements with your achievements. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Okay, lovely. So now I have the last one, and may I have the volunteers, please?
Toastmaster Rija raised his hand, sir.
Rija, Toastmaster Rija Gopinath, wonderful. What shall I give you? Okay. What has been the most memorable feedback you have got for yourself? What has been the most memorable feedback you got for yourself?
Yes.
Toastmaster Rija Gopinath.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Yes, the most memorable feedback I got as a teacher from a parent who had a different child, a child who needed support and help. And in the beginning, there were a lot of rejection for taking the child into normal school. But then now we encourage people to have special children also, specially able children also. So my attention was 3 levels of counseling, and finally, with my full support, and I gave to principal, the word I gave to principal, he finally took the child in, and now the child is in grade 3. And when the parent came to me and said, thank you for accepting my child part of regular school, that made my day. Still till today, I always remember that as my most memorable experience, especially as in this profession, the feedback from parents, genuine feedback with tears in the eyes, saying thank you. And more than anything else, I felt what I had done that day, it's justified. Today, when I see the child moving around, the happiness in the parents' faces each time they come to open houses, that gives me the best content. Thank you. Over to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's it.
Sir, Toastmaster Sangeeta raised her hand also.
Fantastic. Let her come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Toastmaster Sangeeta. I have to scroll my phone to see her. Is she in the screen? Okay. Toastmaster Sangeeta Gupta. Today is what number? Well, Toastmaster Sangeeta, everything around us is about numbers. Everything around us is about numbers. Toastmaster Sangeeta Gupta.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Yes, everything is around number. When we take birth until our last breath, we always count number. Numbers start from our first breath to last breath every day, especially daily life, running around day-to-day time, discipline, going to school, just going and asking, oh, what's the time, children, get up. Your school is, bus about to come, 6:40, 6:50. Now it's bus coming. It's a 6:55 run. So when I get up early in the morning until night, 9 o'clock, no, it's a bad time. So every day it's a number. And when there's a holiday, children, Mama, it's at 9 o'clock. There's no school. Then number only. So whole day we are just surrounding with numbers every time, either it's a day-to-day life or it's a office time. Only numbers you cannot avoid. When you are happy, oh my God, it's a long time. How many days? It's number, but it's not calculating how many, but it's, yeah, I was so happy, so sad. Even every expression and emotion bounded with number only. Like my child is turning 9. Oh my God, so much happy. So yes, you cannot avoid numbers and we can take number positive way. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster. TMOD.
Lovely. Yes. So yeah, ultimately the control goes to TMOD, and TMOD, I'm enjoying your number game, or 1-7 or whatever it is. I'm learning it, and thank you very much for to all the participants for having a fantastic justifications to their thing, their response. Fantastic. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, our coach and distinguished Toastmaster Jays, and my dear Toastmasters and guests. Please give him a round of applause for his wonderful session. Thank you so much. And that is our third speaker came back again. Toastmaster Farhad, could you unmute and show your cam if you are ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's great. Our evaluator is already our evaluator gave your objectives. And do you want to repeat, or is it okay?
I did not hear the objectives. Maybe you can repeat.
Okay, so I request the evaluator, Toastmaster Balamurugan, to repeat her objective.
Good evening, all. Today, Toastmaster Farhad, she is going to deliver her level 1 project 3 research and presentation. Her speech title is Fishing. The purpose of the project is for the member to learn or review basic research method and present a well researched and well organized speech on any topic. All the best to you. Your speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Please, all the best to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry for that inconvenience. Good evening, one and all. I'm Farhad, and I'm going to speak about fishing. So, how many of you have heard about fishing and the relation of fishing to a fish? Yes, no. Is there a connection? No. Yes, you can unmute and answer.
We We can give a small fish to the big fish and we can catch the big fish.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Small, big fish, small, big fish. Yes. Yes. As we know, fishing, the simple act of fishing, a fisherman goes with a net and then what does he do? He tries to hook the fish. And how does he do it? He tries to put some seeds or something which will lure the fish, which will attract the fish to come and bang on, hit, he'll get that fish. The same technique, same concept is applied in this digital world. A threat, one of the highest layer of social security threat, that's called phishing. It's the most popular form, and we all know about it. We all have heard about it. So just to bring a little bit of insight to you, it is coming from the same phishing concept. Just you replace F with PH, and there you go. So it's popular in that way. The same concept is applied. So I've done my research, I have done a lot of understanding on this topic, and I would like to share with all of you. You might have heard about this, that, okay, COVID-19, a lot of social security threat. You hear a lot of crime, a lot of threat happening, attackers are attacking. That's true. It has increased to an extent from 49% to 85%, especially to the corporate business. They are more vulnerable. There are a lot of attack which is happening. Even though we have awareness, still these attacks are persistent. First time we happened to hear the word phishing in 1995, and now it is even more popular because most of us are still working on these online digital platforms. So I'd like to explain you about different kind of phishing, the way it works. Firstly, we all know email phishing. All of us, especially who work in corporate, we use billions of emails for our transaction, for our communication with all our collaborators. So most of us, this phishers, these attackers, they send us information which we expect to receive, something like your invoice, your quotations, your bank statements, your confidential information which you know you're collaborating with each other. They'll send you that information, and it seems to be so real that without any instinct we just try to click or respond to it. We get into that trap. So these kind of emails are email phishing emails. Second kind of emails are spear phishing. When it comes to spear phishing, they are targeting a specific organization, specific group of people, a specific community. So in that kind of communication, it is very specific, very tailor-made, very customized. These people can meet you anywhere. They can meet you in an event, they can meet you in a public place, bus, anywhere. They closely study you. They monitor your behavior, your nature, what you're doing, how you're doing, what kind of information you need, maybe some training content, maybe some business reviews. They watch you, they observe you, and they specifically target you. So this is extremely high level of phishing. It's called spear phishing. So you have to be extremely careful when you're sharing your personal information to outsiders. The third kind of phishing is cloning. Just as the word says clone, it's like making a copy of it. What the attackers do, when you send out a legitimate official authentic email, they take that email and they copy that and they make some changes, some tweaks, change the hyphen, name. It seems to be so real, exact a copy, and they change the links, the attachment with the malicious software, and they send it to you. You feel, okay, yeah, it's a reply, and you feel there's 95% possibility to respond to such emails. It is not only just in the form of email. When I say cloning, phishing, it could be even in the form of your SMS, your Facebook account, Twitter, many other things. I'll share a real incident which happened with a senior manager in my organization. He has a Facebook account, a common platform. I'm sure it's common to all of you, but he had many international clients, collaborators, because he has working at a very high level. So a mail went out to everyone that, okay, I need some money, I need some funds. I wonder how we all, being educated people at senior level, did this. They've transferred a lot of funds, went to this fake account. It went to eventually a level of reporting a police case, but this is still happening. We got to be vigilant about it. There's another kind of phishing. It's called voice phishing. In this kind of concept, they try to make a call to this vulnerable audience with a seemingly real identity, like a police or a hospital or a bank. They say, okay, we are calling you for this urgent need, you have to do this, or else we will revoke your password, and they create a sense of urgency. Another kind of email, a form of phishing, is called SMS phishing, which we all know, we are aware about. They say, okay, I'm going to win a prize, click this, forward this amount, SMS. And there's something interesting to know for all of us. It's about calendar phishing, where they send out a lot of invitation, this event, this calendar, this meeting. You click on that, that's it. It can have the power to take away all your confidential information. We need to be very careful about the way we are managing our information, our personal information, and we have a lot of vigilance and spread this awareness to people around us. Some interesting facts from a behavioral research proves that it's not just the smartness of the attackers, it's also about the vulnerability of our human behavior. We have certain challenges, like, because of this high-tech, high-speed social media, what we all developed, we developed the habit of clicking. We love to click Facebook everywhere without thinking instantly. So we got to be aware that we can't do this. And another thing, a fact that we are always rushing. We do not have the time to pause. Check what's the link, what is it legitimate or not, will this person always respond? And we get caught up in the emotional web of these people. They say, oh, it's important. They make play with our feelings and emotions. So we got to be vigilant about all these things, especially when it says urgent, immediate, high need, please do it. Pause. Nobody will tell you. Even the banker will never call you and ask you to give you the OTP, which happened with one of our poor colleagues recently. He knew that he was trying to send money to one of his friends. He was not able to do it, poor thing. He felt it is a call from the customer service and he revealed it. So we have to be extremely careful about the way we are behaving, the way we are managing our finances, our personal information on social media. And this is the only way for us to help each other, spread our word, and have high level of social safety, because safety is all of our responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Farhat, for giving the research topic. And I request everyone to please give a standing ovation because she has completed her level 1. Thanks a lot. And now I request our colorful timer to give his timers report for the both session in the prepared speeches as well as table topics segment. Over to you, Toastmaster Varun.
Very well. So Toastmaster Annie Thyssen, 6 minutes 19 seconds. Toastmaster Kalpana, 12 minutes 24 seconds, and Toastmaster Farhat, 7 minutes 9 seconds for the project speeches. And for table topics, Toastmaster Balamurgan, 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Sandhya Sundar, 2 minutes 22 seconds. Toastmaster Annie, 1 minute 55 seconds. Toastmaster Sujit, 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Rija, 1 minute 28 seconds, and Toastmaster Sangeeta, 1 minute 34 seconds. All of the speakers are qualified.
Fantastic, Toastmaster Varun. And could you launch the poll? And I request during that gap, I request all the members to give our feedback to Toastmaster Farhat, also for her speech.
Polls are live. We're done with the polling. Should I end it? Yes. No? Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, should I end the poll now? Yes, no? Oh,
Yeah, please launch the second poll.
launching the second. Yeah.
I request all the members and guests to vote for the table topic speakers. In the meantime, I would like to welcome our First Division K Director, distinguished Toastmaster, K. Nagarajan, Kakalur Nagarajan, and he is our coach too. Yeah, Zoom master, if they done, shall we go to the next segment? Yes. Thank you so much, Zoom master and timer. And now we are in very valuable session, that is general evaluation. And to lead this session, we have one fantastic Toastmaster. She is working as an analyst in a shipping company, and she is also certified as a lead auditor for ISO system management. Presently, she is a president of San Francisco Association Toastmasters Club, and recently they won the Division F debate contest also. Please put your hands together to welcome our general evaluator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Gail. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, TMOD of the day, Toastmaster Kanthi, for the lovely introduction. Good evening, everyone, especially distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and if there are any guests. Yes, we all know we're starting the next segment of today's meeting, which is evaluations. And as we all know that evaluations is the feedback which we give our fellow Toastmasters on their speeches and whatever they do during the whole meeting is the heart of Toastmasters education program, which we all take part in, especially in our pathways. And we also know that feedback is the breakfast of champions. So not to waste much time and to move forward, we will have the evaluation sessions of the project speeches. And so I would like to call upon our Toastmaster Sangeeta, who is wearing numerous hats today. She is also a yoga teacher. She is the word master for the day and also the evaluator for Distinguished Toastmaster Annie. So over to you, Sangeeta, for your evaluation. Thank you.
For TM Annie. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Again. So TM Annie, your topic is get to know me. And we know lots of things about you. Your speech was so captivating and curtailing also. Within the time limit, you were able to express yourself completely, right? You touch all the aspects of your life, your professional life, personal life, and your hobbies. And your speech thrilled me. Expression was wonderful. You keep moving, and we were able to connect with each and every steps of your speech. And I must say, there's many feather in your cap and many more to achieve. You are a good singer. You are a musician also. Lots of other things. you achieve lots of things and many more to achieve, right? And when you are moving, we were also moving. Yo, what's coming next in your speech? Musician, singer, profession, education. Every aspect was completed from your childhood to till today journey, right? And you also told us about benefit when you are the youngest child. You're most lovable child and you are mischievous also. So here, one thing we could add, even it's my honor to evaluate your speech, right? And it's running very fast. If could be a little pause in your speech, so audience will be more connecting. You know, with every sentence, then we are just jumping in other. So that could be better. And second, it's really wonderful speech and expression also really wonderful, which just attracting us. But if you could remove when you are speaking, if you could remove your background, you could have highlighted your expression more. So in summary, your speech was wonderful, attractive. You touch all aspects of your life, personal to professional, your family members, and it's a wonderful speech. And my wishes to your upcoming speech, I know you would do best, and today was also best speech. Thank you, TMOD. It's my honor to evaluate your speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta, for the evaluation. Our next evaluator is Distinguished Toastmaster Ajita, who was evaluating Area Director Toastmaster Kalpana for her speech. Distinguished Toastmaster, like I said, Distinguished Toastmaster, meaning she's a very seasoned Toastmaster and is also the Director of Division B. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sorry. Listening to your introduction, I got speechless. Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Gay. Good evening, everyone, and my dear buddy and soon to be distinguished Toastmaster Kalpana. I would like to evaluate Toastmaster Kalpana's speech in 3 aspects: what I saw, what I would like to see, what I heard, and what I would like to hear, what I felt, and what I would like to feel. I saw a confident speaker delivering her speech with positive body language and vividly explaining her each project in each level. She used a visual aid to share her journey in that particular path, and she shared a positive gesture throughout the speech, a smile, which was contagious to everyone. Through her facial expression, she indirectly expressed her content and proud feeling for choosing and completing this path. That made me look back on my journey on that same path. If you could bring the emotion to your audience, you have succeeded already. So congratulations on your awesome delivery, Toastmaster Kalpana. However, as a speaker, what I would like to see, the main objective of this project is to share your growth and some aspect of your entire path. So I felt I could instead of using too many slides, you could have curtailed a number of slides, and instead of screenshots, you could have added each level project and like the learning of each projects in bullet points. It could have added some value to the like audience, and they could have got that learning alone from your each level and projects. I heard a confident narration with clear voice, pitch, pace, and pauses. I could hear your speech word by word, and Your delivery was very confident. It showed your language fluency and expertise. What I would like to hear, a well-structured speech with some transition. You started with the bang, with a lovely quote and catchy title. However, the ending was abrupt and there were many takeaway messages sprinkled here and there. Instead, I would like to see the gist at the end, sharing all your learning and takeaway messages alone. What I felt, it was a strong speech which inspired many, those who have chosen that path to try, and the others about some interesting aspect of this of that path. What I want to know is, what are all the core competencies you have acquired by taking this path? To sum it up, I saw a confident speaker with a good delivery, with clear and simple language, body language, and clear voice. A little focus on speech structure transition would have added some value on my personal opinion. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Gail.
Thank you, DTM Ajita ma'am. Our next evaluator for the evening is our Toastmaster Bala Murugan. He is joining us all the way from Kuwait, and he's the evaluator for Toastmaster Farad. He also works for a government medical association and is really good with numbers. I could see that throughout the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Bala Murugan.
And thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening to all the Toastmasters and guests. Today, our Toastmaster Fargat, she delivered a wonderful speech. What a great opening. She was asking a question. How will you fish it? You know the difference between fish and fishing. And great opening. And she invited enthusiasm from all the participants, all the audience. Great opening. And her voice quality, eye contact, gestures, vocal variety, everything was perfect. And the topic she chosen, it is a great topic. And at the end, she gave a very good recommendations, how people become vulnerable to all this kind of phishing. She gave very good recommendation. So if you go into analytics, and she did the research very well. Okay, when the first time the phishing concept came into picture, so 1995 she gave the statistics was good, and she gave all the major types of phishing. Email phishing was explained very nicely, how it was people are using email phishing, and then she gave very good examples, and spear phishing, and then voice phishing. Voice phishing becomes for illiterate and people not much exposed in banking transaction and all. People are targeting and collecting the statistics. Those people calling the people and telling your what is called ATM is blocked. Please, you have to do that. Otherwise, your transaction, everything will be blocked, like that. So how people are giving threats and all. She explained it very nicely, and then she gave one example also. Her department manager, one time how he became a victim of all these kind of things. That is also done, and then SMS phishing, everything was given, and even calendar phishing, how in a click, how we are going to become vulnerable also. She explained very nicely. And for her, if I want to make any recommendation for her, and first of all, and she was giving a very good level completion speech delivery. She has chosen instead of mobile, she has chosen either laptop or desktop. It would have been better. And then another one, what I would recommend her to become, to reach the next level, you should know when you are making a research and presentation, always PowerPoint, even though some 3 slides, 4 slides will be enough. That will give more effective delivery of your speech. So otherwise, it's very nice speech, great opening, and all the type of phishing, everything explained very nicely. And for her to improve to the next level, I would like to recommend her to use desktop or laptop, and then use PowerPoints. Otherwise, everything was great. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bala Murugan. Zoom Master, timer, Toastmaster Varun, can we have the timers report, please?
Yeah. Okay. Toastmaster Sangeeta, 3 minutes 20 seconds. DTM Ajita, 3 minutes 30 seconds. And Toastmaster Balamurgan, 3 minutes 10 seconds. All three are qualified.
Thank you. Will you be sending us a poll now?
Yeah, in just a minute.
Okay.
I have a request. By the time the poll is prepared, we all can give a smiley pose for the photograph, please. All of you can open the camera. Toastmaster Farhad, Toastmaster Sujit, welcome Toastmaster Shanta. Smile. I couldn't see timer's face. I can see only timer.
Just a little busy with the poll, but yeah. Okay, no mind.
Okay, I'll take a photograph. Ready? One more smile. Thank you. It's a beautiful photograph with lots of colorful smiling faces. Thank you.
Okay, polls are ready. I'm going to launch it.
Thank you.
Launching.
Hope everyone has finished with the poll. And now to take us forward is the reports session, another feedback that we get. And for our reports, we have the Word Masters report calling on Toastmaster Sangeeta.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, I'm sorry when all were using this word that time there was problem in my mic, so I couldn't hear that time. So I just disconnect the call and rejoin from other device. So that time I don't have that report. But after that, I think all tried to use that word, but they couldn't. So the word was curtail. So now you can use, sorry, that time I couldn't hear. So I just assigned to TMOD Kanthi. So it's my request to TMOD Kanthi if he can tell us that time who used this word.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sangeeta. And many members used it during the round robin. Toastmaster Kalpana, Toastmaster Gail, and Toastmaster Ajita and Toastmaster Balamuran and Katril, and they check the spelling also. That is a wonderful thing. So thanks to Toastmaster Sangeeta and over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanthi and Toastmaster Sangeeta. Yes, and never not to mention Toastmaster Kalpana used it so many times in a speech. I don't know how many times. I did not count, but I know very well she kept using, she knows it's around more than 5 times in her speech. It was well used. So let's not curtail our word choices and let's use it more often because it's a very simple word and not very, very difficult to use. And next, according to the agenda, we have our next report is the R Counters report by Toastmaster Rija.
Yes.
Toastmaster Rija, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Toastmaster again. Yes, curtailing the use of ouch, and looking at that was my task. And some of them did it wonderfully. They were able to curtail the use of these words wonderfully. I can just, let me tell you, Toastmaster Annie, Toastmaster Ajita, Toastmaster Kalpana, Toastmaster Gail, there are 2 or 3 only I could get. Okay, in the flow of the speech, I caught attention of 2 or 3 times only. Very, very less. And the one who topped the place, who could completely, almost none, I could say, is Toastmaster Sandhya Sundar. She almost had nothing except for one small use. Wonderfully, she was cut away from those clutches of and ouch. And you have everybody try to be conscious of it, and hats off to all. And then we have Toastmaster Sangeeta with around 7, Toastmaster Balamurugan with around 6, Toastmaster Farhat 4 to 5, TMOD of the day around 7. But everybody was conscious of it, and that's all. It was a wonderful day. We all tried to curtail the use of, we came away from the clutches of and ouch. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Gail.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rija. That was an amazing feedback, which we all are told to curtail our uses of the R's and ouches, booms and everything. Thank you so much. And now to call upon the person who has used the less amount or none, close to none of curtails is our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Sandhya. Toastmaster Sandhya, over to you for our report. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. It's indeed a pleasure being in this wonderful meeting. Since it's a festive season, let me share the best of the best learnings we had. Errors are precisely taken care of. Actually, it has been curtailed. Now let's talk about TMOD's performance. It's numerically and comically splendid. Of course, I don't know about the R counting, and I don't want to mention it now. Okay, project speeches are really interesting, and I started writing also. There are so many phrases I thought of registering into my memories. TM Anne is musically splendid, and Madam Kalpana 12-minute speech is really worth so many phrases which I would like to share. That looking back, that one is really good. You have to look back to see how far you have come, and you have to say, putting into their shoes, out of my cocoon, malleable mentoring, just full of wonderful things we can understand and learn. And even in the evaluation, DTM Ajita, she's a seasoned Toastmaster, really. It's a vertical labeling we have to make, and to remember also. It's a vertical meeting. I had a very splendid time. All the best to all of us. Have Merry Christmas to each and one of you. Happy New Year also in advance. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandhya. Okay, now it's my turn for general evaluation as per the agenda. And yes, by a general evaluator, I'm supposed to go through the whole meeting. Yes, I have so many papers around, making notes all over the place, because giving feedback and to improve, like I said before, is the breakfast for champions. So let me start off with, let me get all my papers in order, because it's all over the place. I had to keep on looking, keep on seeing what's the best which was done, what improvement we can do to get better and the best. So let me start off with the one thing was really, which I noticed was really awesome. The meeting was started on time. On time, the Sergeant of Arms comes over, which you really need to give a hats off. He comes over, he gives off the statement, the mission statement. He asked all of us to keep the hand on our heart and say the mission statement in our minds while he narrates it. Well done, Toastmaster Sujit, really well done. Really like the way you called the meeting to order. And just a few things. Yes, he also gave a background of TMI and the mission statement. The most important things was his golden rules. I was like, wow. He spoke about the ethics, about keeping videos on sharing screens only when you're told to. You need to take permission. Well informed about the taboo topics which you're not supposed to be speaking on. Well done, Toastmaster Sujit. A little bit, when you're introducing the president, I would just like to give you a little feedback on that. Just tell something more about the president, because you're getting him on stage. So, it should be a grand welcome sort of a thing. So you can just learn, yes, he's your president from last 6 months, but he's also your the club's member, so you should be knowing a little more about him, about something to say, something wacky or something about. He's such an interesting person, at least I've come across him, so interesting, with so much of knowledge, so much of enthusiasm about him. So just give a 1 or 2 liners of an introduction of your president before handing over the stage. Rest all was well done by the Sergeant of Arms. Thank you on that. For the Toastmaster of the day, I'll give you the feedback last. But yes, as a president, it was a well opening. You had a well opening for the whole. You spoke about the TMI. You introduced all the guests, the visiting Toastmasters. You did an introduction of all of them, which was like, wow, hats off, very well done. Just a little thing over here, when you gave the background on the pathways and everything, my personal opinion, you can just take it or leave it. Instead of going through all the pathways or something and showing all the 12, all the pathways, because if there are guests, they would not even know what is pathways. So instead of going into that much detail, you can just save on time over there and just tell them a little background in a gist about pathways are the levels we take to in our education program to go step by step or something in that. Rest everything was superbly done, all that. So then, and you really, I like the way you said, okay, now I'm handing over to the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, which was yourself. That was really wacky. I would just give a feedback on that as well. When the president is being the Toastmaster of the day, someone else can do the opening, like the VP education, which we do in our clubs and the other clubs. Instead of you doing the opening over there, the VP ed or some other ExCom member can give the opening so that they can introduce you properly as a TMOD and then hand over the stage to you. So that's just one feedback which I thought, which you can actually, which I've seen it, which we do in our club, and I've seen that happening in other clubs as well. From there, I move on. Project speeches. Yes, I'm not going to go into project speeches because they have been well evaluated by awesome evaluators. He's the word master of the day. Yes, we did have an awesome and a very easy word. And then she had a technical thing curtailed her session over there. She handed it over very nicely to the president and said, please take it over. I'm having issues with my earphones or the mic. Well done. And then, yes, our TMOD and president, Toastmaster Kanthi, took it forward and we had an amazing round robin session. Well done on that. Our timer was really awesome. He kept giving us the timing at the right time. And also I have one suggestion for the timers, which is spotlight the speaker and the timer so that, the speaker or you pin the speaker and the timer. Like for this first speaker, I think you did it little in between the speech, so then that gets a little distracting. So to avoid the distraction for the speaker, you can just do it in the beginning. I know you were having too many hats, so yes, that's okay. I think you might be always doing it, but I said just to start it off in the beginning. Or if you're not spotlighting them in the beginning, then don't do it in between, just to avoid distraction. Then we move on the agenda. We've had projects, then we have the table topics. Distinguished Toastmaster Jayesh, wow, that was an amazing table topic session. Really enjoyed it. It was so well conducted. He even gave the timing. He introduced the table topics well, and he really had simple, to the point table topics where all the speakers could just think in a fraction of time, did not need more than 30 seconds, and they would just start speaking. Well done. Thank you so much for that, Toastmaster Jayesh, distinguished Toastmaster Jayesh. Sorry about that. Okay, I'll just give a short feedback to all the speakers on the table topics. So table topics is usually, it's also like a speech. So when you're speaking on a table topic, keep in mind to at least greet, because that's the opening. It's a speech, right? Opening, content, and ending. So ending can be also a summary of closing your whole thing. So that helps, because we are having this thing, club contest coming up. So you can, if you're taking part in table topics and you've not attended any education session on that, just a quick wrap on that you start with an opening, at least greet everyone. No need to, if you want to buy time, yes, then you can repeat your topic that's given to you if it's a short one. And then you can just start off, because everyone who spoke, the content was awesome. Whatever you spoke was related to the topic. None of you all went away from the topic. Like I've seen this happening with many people. They start properly like, yes, this was my topic, and they end up somewhere else, somewhere nothing related to what was the topic given to them. All of you all, hats off to you all of you all were on the topic, which was like really nice. Yes, this is what I've written for everyone connected to the topic. All of you all well delivered. Toastmaster Sandhya was very, very composed and very confident. Toastmaster Balamurugan also had an Aussie, where he also connected really well to the topic. Toastmaster Annie, well delivered, well summarized ending as well. Toastmaster Sujit, you had a very good opening. Just one point is you were standing with your arms crossed in front of you, so which would not allow you to have hand gestures. You removed your hand later, so but just I don't know why you had actually stood like this, so that was the one thing I had noticed. So I said I'll just let you know, so that if you keep your hands closed, you're blocking your body language, and you wouldn't be able to have your gestures. And because the speech was very interesting, you spoke really well on the topic, just that only with your hands closed you were not giving enough expressions. Toastmaster Rija, wow, I really loved the way you spoke, and especially when you were delivering your expressions, and it was your personal story, so and the way you delivered it, we actually could connect to your feelings on that. So very well done. Toastmaster Sangeeta also very well delivered content, and it was so apt and related to the topic. All of you all, give you all the table topic speakers a big round of applause. Well delivered. After that, we have the evaluation sessions. Yes, one thing, all the evaluators so well, amazing evaluations. All of you all use the Toastmasters, the way it has been written about the sandwich method, so starting with all the good points and then giving in the improvements in between, and also ending with all the good points and summarizing. Really well done. Toastmaster Sangeeta, I like the way you gave your evaluation. There was so much of expression as well in your voice. So I feel like Toastmaster Annie could really connect as to what you were telling her, the good points and the improvements you had to give away. Really like that. Distinguished Toastmaster Rajita ma'am, 3 aspects I learned from you. The way you gave your evaluation, you started off with, and I was like, yes, I'm making notes. I need to learn this style of evaluation from you. Thank you so much. Objectives also, you did mention it very well. So it was well done evaluation. Even Toastmaster Balamurugan, sorry, I must have mispronounced. He went through, he gave a very good feedback. The only feedback I have for you would be like, you do not have to go through the whole content of the speech, which Toastmaster Farhad was providing. Like you went into a lot of detailed about it, which was not required. It was like you could just say she used a lot of points and all. So that would have been also, but it was a very good feedback on the improvement and the sandwich method as well. So a round of applause for all the evaluators. Thank you so much. And then we had the R counter report, which was again so well delivered to us. Hats off to all the reports that we received for the R counter, the grammarian, and the word masters report. Now coming over, this one person must be waiting. When am I going to get my feedback? Isn't it Toastmaster of the Day, our President, Toastmaster Kanthi? Yes, it was such an awesome theme. Okay, I have no idea how I got disconnected, but I got connected back. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Feedback on the Toastmaster of the Day. I have a big long sheet of feedback for you. Toastmaster of the Day, our President Kanthi. Such an awesome introduction. You engaged the whole audience with your introduction of the theme of the day. And then the way you also transitioned between slides on telling us the different aspects of 1729, about how you can even diagonally, the magic square and everything. Well, I really enjoyed the meeting today. It was so awesome. Very inspiring. I just have a few things for you. When you're introducing project speakers, it is after the evaluators give their objectives and they hand it over back to you. You can introduce these project speakers with their speech title. So it would be with the Toastmaster's name, their speech title, and again the Toastmaster's name. Like to begin with, if I'm introducing Toastmaster Annie, I would start like this: that distinguished Toastmaster Annie, get to know me, distinguished Toastmaster Annie. And then she would get the cue that it is the way, that's the time for her to start her speech. And once she starts, the timer will start. So this is one way we can follow. This is part of the Toastmasters also. One way to follow when we are introducing the project speakers. And yes, I like the way you transition. Like I said before, you transitioned well. I think we all enjoyed the meeting. You did not keep us feeling bored or anything. We were just waiting, when is the next topic going to come? What are we going to learn new? It was really, I really enjoyed myself. It was an amazing meeting with all the beautiful people out here. And then I hand over the stage back to the Toastmaster of the Day, our President, Toastmaster Kanthi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gail, for your valuable and detailed evaluation, including the table topic speakers evaluation. My dear Toastmasters and members here, please give a round of applause to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Gail. Thank you so much, and I am sure we will implement all your suggestions in our upcoming meetings. And personally, I take for my feedback also. I will implement in the future. And now, and the Toastmaster of the day, I would like to conclude. So that is, we are celebrating the birthday of our genius mathematician. And just I would like to say his achievements. He solved independently more than 3,900 results. And a lot of unsolved, he wrote in the book. They make one separate book also, Ramanujan's notebook, like that. Lot of unsolved questions are there, and a lot of researchers they are solving that one, and they are taking the PhD. So if you want to complete a doctorate in mathematics, please go to the Ramanujan's unsolved questions in the notebook and solve one. That is one is more than enough in your to achieve the doctorate. That one. And he found many. He opened many research to the mathematical field, and the few are Ramanujan's prime and Ramanujan's theta functions and the partition formula and Mach theta function. And he is the member of the fellow member of Royal FRS. Actually, that is only two so far now. Only two members were there in that one. That is Royal Society, and he studied in Trinity University in London also. And he unfortunately he died at the age of 32, and really we missed a lot for the in our world actually. And that's all. And I would like to conclude my Toastmaster of the Day session. And of course, as in the beginning, I would like to hand over to yours truly again for the presidential closing address. And before closing, there is a beautiful session in the beginning. All the project speakers, they did well. Then table topics, master, here's the entire session, DTM Jace and our general evaluator. She described well and with a valuable feedback session with all the evaluators. Thank you so much. Before, and also I would like to thank all our ExCom members and our members also for supporting for conducting this event. And also I would like to thank two heroes of our club. They are distinguished Toastmaster Nagarajan and distinguished Toastmaster Jace, who are the club coaches for our recently appointed as a club coach. Could you give your feedback, DTM Nagarajan sir? Could you unmute yourself? If you are free. Okay, thank you so much. He will come back. So before going to announce the results, I would like to ask the feedback from our guests here. Toastmaster Sandhya ma'am, could you give your feedback about the meeting, please?
Actually, I should thank you, Toastmaster Kanthi, for this wonderful opportunity. It's really, I think I would have missed such a wonderful meeting. I'm so happy to be here, and especially on the occasion of Christmas and New Year. It's a blessing, I should say. Thank you very much. It's a very, very wonderful meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining our club meeting, and we expect in the upcoming meetings also. Now we would like to hear from Toastmaster Rija. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, good evening to all of you. I was taken by surprise yesterday, 2 days back, when our Toastmaster Kanthi sir called me and just told me to join in as evaluator. When I joined today, my role was accounter, and everything was new to me. But I was just getting used to everybody. As you all are speaking, as the general evaluator was speaking today, I was just thinking there's a lot of way to go. It's a big journey. When I heard about Toastmasters, I thought you had to go give a speech and come. This pathways and what ma'am was, Mrs. Toastmaster Kalpana was talking about the ways, I was thinking it's a big project and getting ready to be part of the game. And it was wonderful, wonderful TMOD of the day. Your spirit, your enthusiasm carries, that goes on to the end of the session. Thank you, all the participants, all evaluators, speakers, everybody. It was my day today. Thank you. I enjoyed, really enjoyed.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rija ma'am, and we are expecting you in the upcoming meeting also. And our Rajinikanth is back with a smile. Please put your hands to welcome our coach, DTM Nagarajan. Sir, please give your feedback, and thanks for doing a coach role for us. Over to you, sir.
See, today I was curtailed to join this meeting due to outdoor activities. Nevertheless, still I want to be part of your family, so that's why I came and joined late. I missed the earlier portion. Particularly, I asked my other coach, my friend DTM Jayesh, to be the table topics master. I believe he has conducted it nicely, and I listened to the G's positive feedback. He is one of those specialists in the table topics. Comes just 10 minutes before that. In our club meetings too, he will take the topics from the speaker's content, and from there he will put it into members' mouth, so that exactly they all listen to the speeches as well and come out instantly. So that was his strategy always. It worked out too. Well done. I saw the last two evaluators, and yes, I will see, since I have committed to help my Kanthi bro and also my best friend DTM Ajita and Kalpana ma'am and all my dear friends. Inshallah, 2022 will be a rising sun for all of us. Nobody can curtail Keynoters. It is only we. So we will do our level best. What I said in my last meeting as just a remark, let us all strive our level best to bring at least one guest from each member. Instead of putting everything on our all-rounder Kanthi bro, we will help to bring at least one like that. Definitely, small, even a small push will ultimately they will become member, and we will. It is my fervent hope that we will. And thank you very much. And as usual, the pillars are there. Madam Sandhya ma'am, my Tamil Toastmasters member and also active, said. Hangita Gupta's evaluation also I saw. Rija's final feedback. Unfortunately, I could not listen to the speakers. Maybe the recording comes, I will see that. Thank you. Good luck and best wishes, and Merry Christmas and best of luck.
Thank you, coach. Please give him a round of applause, and we will take a feedback from our all the way from Kuwait, Kuwait Toastmaster Balamurugan. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanthi, for just inviting me for this meeting. Actually, I had in my Time Talkers meeting, I had scheduled 20s. Today is supposed to be meeting there, and Raman's birthday and remembering, and due to contest, you are just postponing it, but you invited. I accepted your invitation. After this, I saw the theme 1729. Oh, what a pleasant surprise! I really enjoyed all your discoveries, and I was able to talk about 1729 without anything. And thank you so much for the opportunity. Okay, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir, and you made easy for my role also. Thanks for your introduction too. And now we will hear from our division director, my dear sister Toastmaster Ajita ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gandhi brother. Actually, it's my pleasure to be a part of this wonderful meeting, because since 2 years, Kalpana used to ask me to join the meeting. Unfortunately, my home club too meets on the same day, so I couldn't meet. This time it got cancelled. So I'm fortunately I could attend today's meeting and also evaluating my own buddy. So thank you so much. I could see a very camaraderie and a friendly atmosphere in Keynoters. As my elder brother DTM Nagarajan sir has mentioned, I wishing Keynoters a very prosperous new year, and wishing more membership strength to you, and hope to see, looking forward to see you in highest position. Thank you so much, and I really had a very wonderful meeting today.
Can I have one suggestion? Let
Yes.
2022, the first meeting be the physical meeting somewhere. Is it possible?
Sir, all our members from Kuwait, and if you give the visa, we are ready to come.
Sir.
From Kuwait and Singapore. Actually, we missed one member from Singapore due to rain, and I'm sure our coach will. Yeah, our coach can give the visa and air ticket.
When I myself don't have the visa, how I can give visa?
Okay, sir, we will try our best, sir. We will try our best.
No, just jokes apart, that's not issue. I have a job, visa, everything. Don't worry, I have a valid visa and Emirates ID card. Why I am telling is, let us interact with the people, even if it is 10 members, 11 members. There are some common places are available. We will find out if somebody can lend us somewhere a conference room or library room, somewhere. Let us meet and interact, see the people, because next week our Tamil Toastmasters Club is going to have a physical meeting after 1.5 years. Friday, coming Friday.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable suggestion. I will share the certificate now because already the time is up, and after that we will go for the networking. Thank you, sir. And our best speaker of the day is none other than our icebreaker speaker, DTM Annie. Please give her a round of applause. And best evaluator is our Division B director, who evaluated Toastmaster Kalpana ma'am, distinguished Toastmaster Ajida. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And there is a lot of ties in the table topics results. And really Toastmaster Varun is struggling to count, and there is 3 table topic speakers won that best table topics speaker award. There is first is a Toastmaster Rija Gopinath. Congratulations, ma'am. And table topics speaker, best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Sandhya Sundar, ma'am. Congratulations, ma'am. And distinguished Toastmaster Annie. Congratulations to you all 3. And I would like to appreciate our Toastmaster of the day and the table topic master, DTM Jais Ved. Thank you so much, sir, for your amazing session. And we would like to thank our general evaluator, Toastmaster Gail. Thank you so much, ma'am. And we are blessed to have you. And our Zoom master and timer, multi-talented person. Thank you, Toastmaster Varun, for taking the both roles. And thanks to our Sergeant Arms Toastmaster Sujit for the wonderful opening. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Sankita, for the beautiful word curtail. And after your report, a lot of members used, including our coach, distinguished Toastmaster Nagarajan. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Sandhya ma'am, for doing the grammarian role. And thanks a lot, Toastmaster Rija, for doing our counter role. And thank you to the table topic speech participants, Toastmaster Sujit, the distinguished Toastmaster Annie, and Toastmaster Sandhya, Toastmaster Rija, and Toastmaster Sankita, and Toastmaster Balamurugan. Thank you so much. And thanks for the project speeches, DTM Annie, and Toastmaster Kalpana ma'am, and Toastmaster Farhad ma'am. And thanks for the evaluation speech by Toastmaster Sankita, and distinguished Toastmaster Ajida, and Toastmaster Balamurugan. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And now the floor is open for the networking.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Happy